Welcome back, everyone. May this day be filled with Christ's abundant grace. We invite you to stay connected with the latest insights by subscribing to our channel. Join us on this journey and stay with us till the end of this important message. The world stands on the precipice of monumental trials. And these challenging times will soon test the faith and resilience of believers worldwide. A profound and urgent message. One that calls us all to spiritual awakening and readiness. Has emerged. According to a powerful warning shared by the Virgin Mary. A great catastrophe is approaching. And it will begin with Mexico but will ultimately reach every corner of the earth. This message, laden with love, urgency, and divine concern, urges us to strengthen our faith and prepare ourselves through prayer, conversion, and a deep, unwavering trust in God. The Virgin Mary's message highlights the growing spiritual darkness and apathy sweeping across the globe. We are witnessing the spread of confusion, fear, and division, tools of evil powers that seek to distance humanity from spiritual guidance. The world is increasingly disconnected from the divine light. And as Christians, it is now our sacred duty to recognize these signs and respond with all our strength and faith. The Virgin Mary makes it clear, the time for complacency is over. We must unite in prayer and action to counter the grave dangers facing humanity. At the heart of her message is an urgent call to prayer, with a particular emphasis on the Rosary. The Rosary is not simply a set of prayers, it is a powerful spiritual tool that strengthens our connection with God. Each bead and each prayer is an invocation for divine strength, protection, and guidance. In these uncertain times, the Rosary provides us with spiritual grounding. It is a source of peace, a powerful shield against the forces of evil, and a direct channel to divine mercy. By praying the Rosary faithfully, we invite God's favor into our lives and fortify ourselves against the trials ahead. The mysteries of the Rosary, with their profound meditations, offer comfort, clarity, and strength, especially when the world around us seems engulfed in turmoil. The Virgin Mary urges us to teach our children the value of this devotion, to gather our families in prayer, and to make the Rosary a daily practice. This sacred habit forms a spiritual fortress within our homes, protecting us from the coming darkness. Furthermore, the Virgin Mary encourages us to find solace in the Sacred Heart of Jesus and her own Immaculate Heart. These two hearts are the ultimate wellsprings of mercy, love, and protection. They represent the boundless compassion of Jesus, whose love for humanity is eternal, and the tender care of the Virgin Mary, who intercedes on our behalf. As we face the trials ahead, these hearts will be our sanctuary, our refuge. This message is not just a warning, it is an invitation to draw closer to God, to deepen our faith, and to stand united as a community of believers. We must not wait for the storms to hit but begin now to prepare our hearts and our homes through prayer, devotion, and action. The Virgin Mary assures us that, while the challenges may seem overwhelming, those who respond with faith, who turn to prayer, and who trust in God's protection, will find the strength to overcome whatever lies ahead. This is not a time to be afraid, but a time to grow stronger in our commitment to God and to one another. The Virgin Mary calls us to prepare ourselves spiritually, to embrace prayer, and to remain steadfast in our faith. Let us unite in this mission, praying for the protection and guidance of our families, communities, and the entire world. Together, with God's grace and the Virgin Mary's intercession, we can face the days to come with unwavering hope, confidence, and peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey of faith and preparation. Your presence and commitment are a testament to the power of unity and prayer in these challenging times. May we continue to walk together in faith, trusting that God's love will light the way, no matter how dark the world may seem. The message of the Virgin Mary offers us a profound and urgent invitation to draw closer to two powerful sources of divine protection, the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary. The Sacred Heart, symbolizing Jesus' endless love and mercy, calls to all who seek refuge in Him. Similarly, the Immaculate Heart of Mary, untouched by sin and filled with grace, is an unshakable sanctuary for those who seek her maternal care and intercession. Together, these two hearts provide a shield against both temporal and spiritual threats, offering comfort, strength, and divine protection in times of great trial. In these uncertain and challenging times, the Virgin Mary urges us to align our hearts with these sacred and pure hearts. For in doing so, we invite divine protection into our lives. When we commit ourselves to the love and care of Jesus and Mary, we open ourselves to the grace that flows from their hearts, which will safeguard us from the overwhelming forces of darkness that seek to disrupt our peace and faith. This divine refuge offers us the strength we need to face the hardships that lie ahead, both in our physical and spiritual lives. But Mary's message doesn't end there. In addition to the protection provided by the Sacred and Immaculate Hearts, the Virgin Mary draws our attention to the indispensable role of Saint Michael the Archangel in the upcoming spiritual battles. Saint Michael, the Prince of the Heavenly Army, has been God's faithful warrior throughout the ages, and his power against the forces of evil is unmatched. His very name, who is like God, is a rallying cry that reminds us of God's supreme authority over the universe. Saint Michael's strength and courage are a beacon of hope during times of great spiritual conflict. The Virgin Mary encourages us to turn to Saint Michael, particularly through the prayer to Saint Michael, which asks for his protection against the devils and their snares. This prayer is a reminder that we are never alone in this battle. By invoking Saint Michael's intercession, we join with the powerful forces of heaven, standing firm against the evil that seeks to harm us. Through this prayer, we align ourselves with the celestial army, ensuring that we are equipped to face whatever comes our way. The message of the Virgin Mary is clear and urgent. The challenges ahead will test our faith in profound ways. We will face spiritual warfare, with evil forces seeking to lead souls astray. And we will also encounter natural disasters, earthquakes, storms, and other tragedies that will affect not only Mexico but many nations around the world. These trials will be global in scope. But the Virgin Mary assures us that we should not succumb to fear. Instead, we are called to place our trust in God's unfailing love and protection. In the face of these trials, prayer becomes our most powerful weapon. The Virgin Mary encourages us to turn to the Rosary, a prayer that is not only a spiritual tool but a weapon of protection against evil. By praying the Rosary, we invite divine grace into our hearts, preparing us spiritually to face the challenges ahead. The Virgin Mary calls us to place our trust in the Sacred Heart of Jesus and her own Immaculate Heart, knowing that through their love, we will find the strength and courage to endure whatever hardships arise. Moreover, the Virgin Mary's message is also a call to conversion. In times of crisis, it is more important than ever to turn away from sin and seek reconciliation with God. She urges us to live in a state of grace, to participate in the sacraments regularly, and to seek the sacrament of confession to cleanse our hearts and prepare our souls for the trials that lie ahead. This process of conversion allows us to strengthen our relationship with God and to deepen our trust in His divine providence. The urgency of this message cannot be overstated. We are entering a period of great testing, both spiritually and physically. But through prayer, The protection of the Sacred and Immaculate Hearts. The intercession of Saint Michael. And our commitment to conversion and reconciliation. We will not only endure but emerge victorious. These times, though difficult, present an opportunity for spiritual growth and renewal. The Virgin Mary's message is one of hope, urging us to rise to the occasion with faith, courage, and unity, knowing that God's love will never fail us. In the midst of the deepening darkness surrounding the world, the Virgin Mary calls us to vigilance. As the forces of evil intensify their deceptions and the Antichrist's lies spread, it is more important than ever that we remain alert, discerning, and steadfast in our faith. The time of testing is rapidly approaching. And Mary, in her infinite compassion and wisdom, reminds us that only those who have prepared themselves, those whose spirits are fortified through prayer, conversion, and unwavering trust in God, will have the strength to withstand the trials to come. One of the most powerful figures in this period of spiritual warfare is the Virgin of Guadalupe, the beloved protector of Mexico and all of the Americas. Her maternal care and her role as a spiritual guardian are emphasized by Mary in this urgent message. The Virgin of Guadalupe, who has already been a source of comfort and strength for millions, will stand as a beacon of hope and protection during the coming trials. Her image is a symbol of God's enduring love and the unshakable protection that He offers to all who seek His shelter. It is a reminder that no matter how dark the world becomes, God's love shines brighter and can never be extinguished. The Virgin Mary urges us to seek refuge under the mantle of the Virgin of Guadalupe. This powerful intercessor will help guide us through the storms that lie ahead, offering both protection and wisdom. As the guardian of the Americas, her influence will be pivotal in the unfolding events. The Virgin of Guadalupe is a fierce advocate for all who turn to her in prayer, and her presence will be especially profound in the coming days, helping believers stay grounded in faith amidst the trials of the world. But to benefit from this protection, we are called to action. Mary exhorts us to strengthen our faith, to immerse ourselves in prayer, particularly the Rosary, and to find peace and solace in the Sacred Heart of Jesus and the Immaculate Heart of Mary. These two hearts represent the boundless love and mercy of God. And when we turn to them, we are shielded from the darkness that seeks to overwhelm us. Through prayer, we align ourselves with divine protection, allowing God's grace to fill us and empower us to face any challenge with courage. In this crucial moment, we are not alone. Mary reminds us to invoke the powerful protection of Saint Michael the Archangel, the heavenly warrior who stands guard over God's people. Saint Michael's strength and leadership will be indispensable in the spiritual battles that lie ahead. By calling upon him, we ensure that we are not fighting these challenges in isolation, but united with the heavenly host of angels and the divine power that protects us. The message of the Virgin Mary is clear: this is a time for action, a time for trust, and above all, a time for faith. The challenges ahead, though formidable, are not insurmountable. They are an opportunity for spiritual growth and transformation. Those who hold fast to their faith, turn to prayer, and seek conversion will emerge stronger, more resilient, and closer to God. Mary promises that those who remain steadfast will find peace and protection even in the midst of the most overwhelming storms. As we prepare for these trying times, let us cling to God's promises and trust in His boundless compassion. The Virgin Mary, Saint Michael, and the Virgin of Guadalupe will be our guides, our protectors, and our sources of strength. Together, through prayer and unwavering faith, we will be able to face any challenge with courage, confidence, and hope. Let us unite in prayer, fortify our faith, and prepare our hearts for the challenges that lie ahead. The trials that await us are opportunities to deepen our relationship with God. And through His love, we will emerge victorious. Thank you for being part of this journey with me. Your participation and presence make this mission even more powerful. May the shared stories of our faith inspire and uplift you as we move forward, united in prayer and purpose.